This year's Pinnacle Award honoree is a first-generation American whose success in business and family life embodies the fabled American dream. A son of older German immigrants, his upbringing straddled two cultures. His father was a hard-working, somewhat hot-headed, good German. He was captured during battle and finished out World War I working as a chef in a French prisoner of war camp. After the war, he immigrated to New York, married another German immigrant, and turned over the cooking to his new wife. Enticing aromas of Sauerbraten, Frotkuchen, and the traditional German cookie, Spekulatius, filled the Heimerl home. Born in L.A. and raised in Pasadena, Bob grew up straddling two cultures. His home was filled with his parents' affection for the old world, the music, the polka, and the beer. Family vacations inspired what would become Bob's lifelong love of travel. But Bob was an all-American boy who quickly cultivated a taste for fast bikes, fast cars, and fun times. Some of Bob's most important relationships took root in those times.
I'm Toni Heimerl. I'm Bob's wife of almost 50 years. How long I've known him, would you believe? Since I was 10. For real. Bob and my brother became best friends in junior high school, and I was right behind them in elementary school. So we grew up together.
I was the younger sister who wasn't allowed to tag along. I don't think I was even allowed to get into Bob's car, which was always the most clean and the most meticulously kept of all the cars that came up and down the driveway.
Some of the activities that I know Bob gets involved with has to do a little bit with speed. He likes cars, he likes fast cars, he likes boats, he likes and has fast boats.
Bob completed high school and junior college in Pasadena before finishing up at San Jose State. His first job was at the Jet Propulsion Laboratories, followed by a 6-month gig as a propeller repairman with the Air National Guard. After his discharge in 1961, Bob was recommended by Bus Ratliff as an estimating trainee to a company called Maury Thomason. 4 years later, he bought an interest in the company after one of the partners died. A few years after that, he bought out the other partner when he retired. However, another partner Bob took on had a lot more staying power. With marriage came the most important jobs of his life.
He was, and he still is, first and foremost a parent. He was always fair, always supported whatever it was that we wanted to do. But for the most part, he let us know the rights and the wrongs, and how you were supposed to conduct yourself and carry yourself as a person. He was the Little League coach, he was the scout leader, he walks on the diabetes walks if we choose to do it.
I think the most important thing I learned from my dad was probably, there's a lot of things, but I think integrity is one of the most important things. He taught me that always leading by example. It was always, when you're faced with right or wrong, you choose the right thing. You do it for the right reason. You help people when you can. You're honest, always.
Even though Bob was immersed in his business, family time was sacred to both him and Toni. Early on, they launched their annual summer vacation on a houseboat on Lake Powell and invited the entire extended family.
It was a conscious decision that we made as mom and dad, husband and wife, to find an avenue that would keep our kids with us through the teen years, and hopefully they would bring their friends and let them be part of our activities, and it worked out very well. Our son and daughter still enjoy boating, and they're bringing the same activity into their families. And we still, as an extended family, vote together.
Bob is the current reigning horseshoe champion. Can you believe a 70-year-old beats 30 and 40-year-olds, and even a 60-year-old, shooting horseshoes? I'm going to have to check the horseshoe tournament book and see if practicing in between tournaments constitutes cheating. I hate a cheater.
However fun the vacation is, there's always a price to pay for those who take advantage of Bob's hospitality. It's too big. Make that loud to ignore.
Well, Bob is a professional snorer. We take this trip every 2 years, and every 2 years it's, it becomes the topic of conversation. Usually in the morning when everybody is waking up and thinking, oh my God, I could barely sleep last night.
Well, let's give Bob a break. He's probably jet-lagged and doesn't know what time zone he's in. Bob and Toni love to travel. Sometimes they take their children with them.
Well, the most memorable one is going to Africa. And that was probably the most amazing thing or experience I've had. You just going to a different planet. And I just remember sitting in the back of this little, seemed like a tin can plane, and I was in the very tail because I was the one that would fit there. When the luggage was behind us and we were just flying over, and you're looking down at giraffes running and elephants.
From our trips out to the river, the biggest, the funniest parts come from Pampa snoring and waking up the whole boat, and also the drinking and cooking was always interesting.
Over the years, Bob and Toni scratched their travel itch with numerous continuing study committee trips.
It sounds maybe a little schmaltzy, but for both of us, it's been a life-altering experience. It's taken us to places in the world that we never thought we would see.
Over the years, we have shared discount coupons from China, wine corks from France, very starchy towels and the leaky butts in Russia, and Tarzan and Jane in the tropics. We've had lots of laughs.
No matter what city or what country, when it's time for a beer in the afternoon, he's always there with us. You'd understand that everybody's crazy and we just get together and have so much fun. And
For a brief period of time, Bob and Toni's children may have thought they'd landed on easy street, but Bob had more lessons up his sleeve.
A weekend of summer vacation when I'm 13 years old and I'm thinking I'm sleeping until 10 o'clock and I've got days by the pool and at the beach, at 6 o'clock in the morning the sheets are getting yanked off the bed and it's, come on, we're going to work, and what's this we? I'm not going anywhere. And it's like, well, if you want a car when you're 16, you better get up, and I'm leaving in 20 minutes. Be ready. So they made things easier for us, but at the same time we had to work for what it is we felt we wanted or needed. He instilled that nothing's for free, and I'm glad that he did.
Tough love from a tough guy, and it worked. Todd and his cousin Austin are working their way up the ladder at Maury Thomason. Granddaughter Taylor helps out 20 hours a week too. The thing about these quiet, tough guys, you gotta lean in and listen, or you're gonna miss something.
Yeah, he's very funny all the time. He's got a wonderful personality. Kind of a dry sense of humor, but a wonderful personality.
Stop! Did Dick Martin just say Bob Heimerl has a sense of humor?
A lot of the jokes he tells are kind of like grown up, so some of them, when I was little, I didn't understand. So now he just kind of makes me laugh when he laughs.
There's nobody who's really like him. He's unique. He's himself.
Unique. That's a perfect word to describe Bob Heimerl and what he's brought to our industry and to AWCI. Take a look.
One of the examples I can recall of how Bob affected the industry and the association at the same time was back a few years ago when the Southern California Contractors Group and the union had a lot of problems with the East accreditation for the East program with the problem with the unions. Bob stepped in and mediated a solution and helped both sides come out on the strong end of that deal and made it a great win-win for both the association and Southern California Contractors and the union.
AWCI to my dad has probably meant opportunity, both professional and personal opportunities. Over the years he has met great people, which he's become good friends with, had many good times with these people, and he's also learned a lot on a professional level through the meetings and the time that he has spent with these people.
It's just really hard to say what a difference it's made in our lives.
He is probably one of the most respected guys in the industry, if not the most respected guy in the industry for his integrity, his knowledge, his intelligence, his leadership in the industry.
He's just a down-to-earth guy. He tells it like it is. He's very compassionate, and for his family and our industry. Spends a lot of time. Like I said earlier, he's always there when you need him. Give him a call, and he's Johnny on the spot.
Bob, you are living proof that a humble role model can be a dynamic leader. In business, family, and AWCI, you are a standard for Nike saying, just do it.
Congratulations, honey. You've earned it.
Dad, I'm proud of you. You've given a lifetime of efforts, not only for us at our company, for others in our trades, for our family. I know you spent a lot of time and effort and with the AWCI and have met some great friends and good people within it. I thank you for allowing us that opportunity, and you do deserve this award. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Grandpa. Congratulations, Bob, on winning the Pinnacle Award. You really deserve it.
Bob, at his tender age, has wonderful hearing and senses of smell. Did you know that he could hear or smell a Kettle One martini being made from 100 feet away? It's pretty amazing. Congratulations, Bob.
Bob, now that I see how worthy you are of such a wonderful award being presented to you today, I'm really going to have to get my wheels turning and work extra hard to have awards available to you next summer on the houseboat. Practice your horseshoes.
Well, I know that he's a really hard worker, and I'm really proud of him for getting this award.
Hey Bob, thanks for letting me join you in your company and all your success. Congratulations, you deserve everything.
Congratulations, Grandpa.
Congratulations on winning the Pinnacle Award, Pampa. You earned it.